What's up, you guys? It's Maddie and welcome back to my channel. So, you might be wondering, Maddie, why is your hair wet? Were you just in the rain? No, kids, actually. There's this thing called showers. And I just took one. And in the shower, I had this idea that I needed to make this video. I've been like needing to make this video for a while, but like I never did. And so, obviously. And so I was in the shower and I was like, I just need to make this video. So that's what I'm doing. I am making this video. This is a story of the time that BLACKBEAR stole my drugs. I have like a lot of great stories. Like I just accumulate interesting stories because I'm just an interesting person. But like this is one of my bests. And if you've already heard the story, leave now. Or like don't, you can stick around for a little while. So, here's the story. So, this happened last summer. I'm sure you can like see my ring light in my glasses. You can. Anyway, so I was a counselor in training at this camp, and when you're a counselor in training, you have to go on this thing called BME, which is like stands for Black Mountain Expeditions, and it's like a week of hell, basically. It's like a week where you like spend in the woods and you like pee in the woods and like you do everything in the woods because you're in the woods for a week and you like backpack in the mountains of North Carolina. So, what the heck? So yeah, for a week.
Just in case you guys didn't know, this trip was like in the woods and it was like a week long, just in case I didn't mention that 27,000 times.
So I did that. It was quite fun. Just kidding. It was like a great experience that I would never do again, like maybe for 3 days, but like a week is a little bit too long and my backpack was a little bit too heavy for me. It's supposed to be like 20% of your body weight and mine was like 50% of my body weight because I'm a very small person. So I was carrying like a 60-pound bag, 55-pound bag, and like I was like 100 pounds. So so yeah, great times. But the story happens, actually wait, no. This story begins at the beginning of our trip, so actually it begins earlier than that. So basically, what you need to know before the story begins is I love BLACKBEAR. I love BLACKBEAR.
I love BLACKBEAR.
I went to his concert like a couple weeks before I left. And it was dope. It was so sick. It was like so, oh my gosh, it was great. I wish it lasted longer. I may or may not have gotten the water bottle that he drank out of. If you don't believe me, it's up in my room, but that is not the point of this video, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I went to the BLACKBEAR concert in Nashville, because that's where I live. And on our way to BME, so we got in this van, right? We like packed up all of our like camping crap and like put it in this van, and we all got in vans. There were 2 vans. We got in these vans, and I was sitting next to my hella camp bestie, Lizzie J. Lizzie J, if you're out there, this video is for you. And we were just like chatting up. The ride there was like an hour, so they take you to like where your first spot is, like where your first camping site is, and then they like drop all your stuff and leave you for a week. And then you like hike up the mountain. Anyway, so me and Lizzie J were talking, and we got to the subject of BLACKBEAR, and I was like, yeah man, I love BLACKBEAR, and she was like, no way. I love BLACKBEAR. Like, I love BLACKBEAR. And I was like, dude, me too. And she was like, I went to his concert in Nashville. And I was like, you what? You went to his concert in Nashville? Like, how did I not see you? Like, I literally put it on my Snapchat story. How did you not know I was there? How did I not know you were there? What is this? And we ended up figuring out that she was like 2 rows behind me. And whatever, like, that's cool. I just didn't know she was there. But anyway, we talked about BLACKBEAR and how much we love BLACKBEAR and like our favorite songs and stuff, and Lizzie J was just like freaking out. She was like, oh my gosh, BLACKBEAR, best night of my life. And this is the moment that started everything, ladies and gentlemen. Remember this phrase because my friend Matthew, who was sitting in the seat in front of us, Matthew, if you're watching this video, you're a G. I love you, bro. Keep it fresh. Anyway, he was like mocking her. Oh my gosh, BLACKBEAR, best night of my life. And like everyone laughed and thought it was really funny. So that, I just realized my shirt says bears on it. That's really funny and ironic because of what this video is about. Anyway, so, and that was like the joke for the rest of our trip. So anytime a bear was mentioned, which was a lot because we were in the woods, so we had to like hang bear bags, and what a bear bag is you like attach a bag to a rope and like throw it over the tree and then like hoist it up so the bears can't get it. And so anytime a bear was mentioned, everyone would be like, oh my gosh, BLACKBEAR, best night of my life. And it would just be so funny and like a joke. Like, you know, one of those jokes that like you don't get but everyone else does. It's like one of those jokes. It's funny, I promise. And Lizzie J and I, like, when we were like in pain hiking, we would like start rapping BLACKBEAR. We rapped not just when we were in pain, like all the time. And so we would like rap, but we would like beep out the words. Anyway, so we would like sing the songs while we were hiking. And everyone would be like, what the heck, who are you? Like, stop. And we were like spreading the good news of BLACKBEAR to like all of our friends. Anyway, so anytime a BLACKBEAR was mentioned, BLACKBEAR, best night of my life, we were freaking out. And then one time I remember I was hiking and I was like,
Lizzie J!
What would happen if we like actually saw like a BLACKBEAR in the woods? Like, what would happen? And she was like, I would scream, and I was like, I would go up to it and I would ask for its autograph. And she was like, I would freak out, and I was like, I would like serenade it with songs. And it was just really great. I don't know, it was a great time. So we just like came up with the scenario how we would like go up to this BLACKBEAR and attack it with our love and acceptance, and we would rap songs to it. Anyway, so that was like our scenario, right? BLACKBEAR, best night of my life. So, this actual story, like that's the backstory of the story. This is the actual story now. So, it's the last night of our trip. We're all sitting around the fire, where like, we just like sang some songs, and we're like, kind of, like, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like reminiscing, rethinking, like recalling, remembering. We're like reminiscing, is that the word I'm trying to use? On our trip, like we're looking back at it and like taking things from it and like soaking it all in. I can't think of the word I'm trying to use right now. Anyway, so we're like sitting around the fire, we just sang some songs, we're having a good time, kind of just like, you know, really reminiscing with each other. And I like hear something in the woods, but like it's the woods, so I didn't really think anything of it. I look so pale in this light. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Wow. Anyway, so I didn't really think anything of it because it's the woods and they're like animals and twigs and birds and bugs, so many bugs. And then like I hear it again, and my friend, my buddy Nick, is sitting like on the log. Like I was sitting on the log like this, and he was sitting on the log like this, and there was another log here and another log here around the fire. And like we make eye contact, and like I know we're thinking the same thing. And so he like we're like talking, having like a really deep conversation, and he like turns around and turns on his headlamp, and he's like, guys, there's a bear. And I swear, this moment literally went like slow motion in my mind. Like I remember this moment in slow motion, and it may or may not have been one of the most exciting moments of my life. So like, first I just want to say most of the girls on the trip, they were like kind of sitting next to each other, and some were like spread out on the logs. They were like big logs, so like they weren't sitting right on top of each other, most of them. But they literally jumped 3 feet in the air, jumped, and like fell on top of each other. They just all jumped on top of each other on like one side of the log, like screaming. They just like flew. And then me and Lizzie J, like this moment, I'll remember forever. We like looked at each other, like she was sitting right here on the log next to me. We like looked at each other and we were like,
oh my gosh, it's BLACKBEAR!
and I like remember it in slow motion. It was literally like that. And we jumped out of our seats and started freaking out, like just screaming, while everyone else was like literally crying and like sobbing and having like panic attacks and like screaming for different reasons. We were like so freaking pumped and we like didn't know what to do. So we had two leaders of our group, and I don't want to get in trouble for saying their names, not like I'm going to, but let's just call them Carrie and Fred. Carrie and Fred. I'm so sorry, like I literally want to use their names. So Carrie is this like really sweet, like blonde, was she blonde? Anyway, like middle-aged woman who's like a hiking expert, and then Fred is like, I'm literally gonna say their real names. Fred is this like small man. He kind of resembles a leprechaun. He has like this big, he's like got this big ginge beard, but he's like bald on top, and he's like so like fiery. He like wears his Crocs and he like hops across the rivers. You know, just imagine that. So they like get up. They're like ready to like deal with this. And so they like get up and like run over to the bear and start like screaming at it. They're like, get out of our camp, leave, go away. They're like screaming at it and like clapping their hands. And we were like, what are you guys doing? You're gonna get like eaten. Like we thought you were the professionals here. And they're like, no guys, you don't understand. Black bears like just want your food. Like they're not that aggressive. You just gotta scare them away. And we're like, oh my gosh, cool. So we like ran over to it, so excited to start like, you know, just like getting up and personal with this bear. And they're like, guys, go grab your pots and pans. So we like go over to the fire where we just like cooked our dinner, and we get these pots and pans out of the bag, and we like, me and Lizzie J like look at each other. This is another great moment. And we just start like banging our pots and pans and rapping at the same time. And we're like, Sweet 23 at the chateau, and literally like best moment of my life. I was like sweating in like complete and utter like so much excitement, and like thrill was like running through my veins, so much adrenaline. And we just like rapped to this bear and made so much noise. And like while these girls were crying behind us, like honestly, I would be one of those girls if it was like a grizzly bear or like a polar bear, but the fact that it was a black bear made it different. And like we were just like having the time of our life. And so the bear finally went away. Me and Lizzie J were just like in shock that that actually happened. We were like,
I cannot believe that actually happened. Like, oh my gosh, there's no way that like that's crazy.
While everyone's like trying to calm down, and Carrie's like over there trying to like calm everyone down, me and Lizzie J are just like standing there like breathing so heavily, like smiling from ear to ear. And then Fred is like, hey, can I get a couple guys go check the bear bags? Because we like had to find a tree like way far away because there were no trees with like branches that were like either like they were too high or too low, so we had to like go really far away. And so me and Lizzie J like popped up and we're like, we'll go, man, we're with you. And he was like, no, you're not gonna see any more bears, like we're just gonna go check and make sure it's okay. And we're like, okay, cool, we got you. So we sat back down, right? And a couple of guys go and like check the bear bags, and like a couple minutes later we hear like screams coming from the woods. So we like hop up and like literally run and like leap over this river. Like we like hop across the rocks and like leap over it and like get to this area where the bear bags were. And we see like this bear jump out of the tree. This like bear, it like jumps out of the tree and Fred starts chasing it up the hill with his bear spray, and he's like spraying this bear and like spitting stuff at it. It's like, get out of our camp, you're so worthless, you're scum of the earth. And he's like screaming at it like fiery red. This tiny man has so much passion, and he's like running up this hill chasing after this bear. And I look at the bear bags and I realize what I see. What do I see? I see some sour gummy worms, which if you know me, you know that sour gummy worms are my favorite candy in the entire universe. In the summer, I actually had an addiction to them that I had to get off of, and I may or may not have 6 bags in my room right now. Anyway, that's a different story. So I see this bag of sour gummy worms, and we only had 2 bags for the trip, so we had to like savor them, but like we had finished ours early because like I had a problem. Anyway, so I see like the empty bag of sour gummy worms kind of like peeking out, and the bag was green, and I knew I carried a green bag and I carried the dessert bag. The breakfast and dessert bag was in my pack. And then I realized that Black Bear had chosen my bag to eat out of. It can't get better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Black Bear ate my sour gummy worms. Beat that! You can't! Try me! Anyway, so we had to like move the bear bags. It was a rough night. We had to like move our tent because everyone was scared and wanted to stay like near each other. And then like Fred and Carrie like stayed around the fire all night. They took shifts. They made me feel really safe. It was really nice of them. Yeah, like I just felt so safe, and it was great. It was a great bonding experience. Anyway, you think the story is over? Ha, you're wrong. Let me get to the punchline. So basically, we woke up the next morning, right? Ready to go. We're gonna go to a waterfall, and then we're gonna go back to camp, and we're gonna be done with this ish. We're gonna take some showers. It's gonna be great. And we had breakfast, mix up some oatmeal. It's a good time, and I'm like, hey, Fred, I need my meds, because like they have to keep the meds in a bag for us because like we're under 18. And so like he has this bag of medication, and I have so many meds. My mom is crazy. She puts so many things in this bag. It's like supplements, my actual pills, like some gummies, like just so much stuff. Everyone laughed at me because I was like popping pills the entire trip. So basically, Fred's like, okay, so he like looks at his bag and he's like, I can't find the little green bag. And so he like kind of looks around, like can't find it. We're like cleaning up our camp. I'm kind of getting nervous because like I need my meds. My anxiety meds are in there. My ADHD meds are in there. My digestive enzymes are in there. My biotin is in there. Like my hair needs to grow. Like everything is in there. Like my like fish oil pills, my vitamin D, this like vegetable fruit berry pills, I don't know, my magnesium, my iron, my, I don't even know what else, B12 vitamin, is that even a thing? That was in there too. I was like, I gotta take my pills. And so he's like looking around and can't find them, and we finally get like packed up, and he's like, yeah, I don't know where they are. So everyone like takes everything out of their bags and like is looking for this bag. And it's not just my pills, like other people have stuff in it too, but like I had a lot of stuff in it. And no one could find it, so we decided to just like pack up, hike to the vans, and then we would decide what to do from there. So I was like getting really anxious, 1, because I didn't have my anxiety meds, and 2, because like I was anxious like that I didn't have my anxiety meds, so that made me more anxious. So yeah, so we were hiking, got to the vans, and they're like, okay, everyone take everything out of your bag. So we unpacked our bags again, and like no one could find it. So we're like, okay guys, we have to make a decision. We have to decide if we're all gonna go to the, if some of us are gonna go to the waterfall and some of us are gonna stay here, or if we're all gonna go look for the meds bag. So we decided we were all gonna go back. So we like drop our bags, and we all go back to the camp. I go search this little waterfall that's around the camp, and I missed this completely, but someone told me that this happened. So I trust them. So basically what happened is, I almost said his real name, Fred. He like runs into the camp, and he like sees in the distance this bag like glowing green, and he knows. Fred knows. So he sprints up the hill to get this bag. And then he realizes the bear had taken the bag. The first bear got my freaking drugs and drug it up the hill. And not only did he take my drugs, he ate them. No joke. That bear is gonna have such long hair. His iron, like, he's gonna have so much iron in his blood. That bear might die. Like, I bet that bear died because he overdosed on so many pills. Luckily, he did not get my anxiety medication and he did not get my ADHD medication, but he almost did. And like, I'm about to show you guys the proof because my mom told me I should keep this just in case I want to tell my kids this story one day. But yeah, basically oh, I should probably show you the thing because I have it right here. This is the pill bottle that my Vyvanse was in. As you can see, the bear like clawed this thing open, and this is its teeth marks right here. I don't know if you can tell, but like this is where he broke it open. And yeah, some good teeth marks right there. I don't know what else to say about this except like this is an artifact that people should have in a museum. Like, this is serious stuff. This should be sold online for a lot of money. Anyway, so yeah, BLACKBEAR like freaking took my drugs. He didn't take my like important stuff, so that's good because he couldn't get into the bottles. He might have gotten into that one, like actually gotten a couple of things out of it, but I know that there was still stuff in it when I got it. But like all of my supplements, all the stuff that was just like in the bag itself and not in pill bottles was just like gone. Like some of it was melted, some of it was eaten. I swear that bear, healthiest bear I know. But yeah, that's a story of the time BLACKBEAR stole my drugs. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Please let me know if you want more story times because I have plenty to share with you. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If that bear is out there, I just want to tell you I don't appreciate you taking what's rightfully mine, but like I guess it's okay because you gave me the best night of my life. BLACKBEAR, best night of my life. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below. It's just that like red button down there with the little like play symbol on it, just in case you can't read. What are you even doing here? Yeah, and by the way, I'm doing a giveaway once I reach 1,000 subscribers, or I like might do it before, honestly, like if I get late, like bored or like impatient, but probably not. But once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway, and I'm like so excited about it because I'm like already getting stuff, and it's gonna be really awesome. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a part of my fam, you should subscribe below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. I will see you later. Bye.